Yeah, that Craigslist stuff.
That's a good one.
This episode is sponsored by OfferUp,
Offer up.
where we can find an engineer for $2.99 an hour, $2.99 an hour.
Well, find some good stuff on there.
Oh yeah, like Cody Rhodes on WWE. What y'all want to talk about?
Who's that? Is that the new guy?
Yeah,
They have like this new storyline going with The Rock and everything, right?
Yep. Man, The Rock, dude, is just all money. It's all a money grab, dog. You know that fool's a billionaire now, right?
But isn't he like part owner now?
Yeah,
or
he's
like
part owner with what's the company that owns UFC and WWE?
They made him a member of the board.
Yes.
I don't think he owns.
Who, The Rock?
Yeah, my
The
bad.
Rock.
Yeah,
But The Rock owns the
Member of the board.
XFL. He owns an energy drink. He owns
Tequila.
vodka, tequila. Yeah, dude. That boy's making money, bro.
Yeah, I've been seeing I don't know if y'all get on TikTok or whatever, but they have this storyline that I don't know nothing. I haven't watched wrestling since maybe NWO days back in back in that time.
Yeah.
WCW.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's been a while.
Dude, I've been watching since I was a little kid, bro. I watched Friday Night SmackDown and Monday Night Raw for like the past 30 years,
I can
bro.
remember
Yeah,
that. What was it on Saturdays, right? The Saturday night.
what was it?
I forget what
Saturday
it
Night Main Event or some shit like that. Yeah.
was. Fucking Hogan and Macho Man and all them.
But everybody hates Roman Reigns, dude. I love Roman Reigns. I want to be Roman Reigns.
I don't know what that is.
He's a wrestler, and he's like the world champion now. But every time he comes out, he's like, "Acknowledge me." He calls himself the head of the table. And like every time he walks out, everybody's like, "Number one." Like, yeah, that's me, dog. That's what I want. Every time I go into Walmart, I'm like, "Acknowledge me."
God damn. Walmart, huh?
Wow.
You're shooting high there. Wow, why not Target?
Fuck Target. It's too expensive, dog.
No, it's Target.
Yeah, fuck Target.
I don't know. I kind of like Target.
Hell no. Well, you know what? I buy my underwear from Target.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Pair of Thieves.
Pair of
I'm wearing them right now. I don't even feel like I'm wearing underwear.
Are they a sponsor? I think
Pair of
they're a
Thieves?
sponsor for. No, we're not allowed to. Oh, yeah.
Pair of Thieves. Oh, we can't mention corporate names. My bad.
Oh, yeah, you know. What if this podcast blows up and
Yeah.
we're
We
not
get all kinds of
getting
sponsorships,
paid?
man.
Yeah.
You get all kinds of sponsorships, bro.
As long as it's local, San Antonio, I don't mind. Like that'd
Yeah.
be perfect. You know,
And it's all about subscribers and followers, dog. Once you
That's how
start
you make
hitting
your money.
1,000,
Monetize
2,000,
it. Yeah. Scale it.
for real.
Definitely. Quit your day job.
yeah,
Yeah.
the dream, right?
Exactly,
these
man.
companies-
Hey, a dream starts somewhere, dude. Right?
And these companies actually send you products to talk about, like on your show. It all depends on.
Yeah, because they want publicity. They want, they want to make money.
It's like it just blows my mind how these hoes on here on YouTube are trying on underwear and bikinis and shit. They got like 500,000 followers, and like these companies just send them panties and bras to try on.
Yep.
They make 10, 15-minute videos, then walk around the underwear, and they're making chingos of money, man.
Yeah, no, I've never seen one of those videos before, so I don't know. So
There. You see how everybody paused?
you're like this motherfucker, right?
You see how everybody paused like
Oh,
this
I
fool?
was tapping this guy. Craig's
All right, so I guess
taking
we're
off.
going. It's Tone Solo here with Nobody Cares podcast, a podcast about the San Antonio music scene, past, present, and future. And today I got members here from Tension Speak. Y'all want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, former member of Tension Speak, Leo Silva.
What's up, everybody? Thank you all for having me. This is Ray Martinez, original founding member and guitar player of Tension Speak. Cool to be invited out here, man. Love talking about the history of the San Antonio music scene. I think it's important. And unfortunately, these days, nobody talks about it anymore. You know, where it came from, the origins of it, and, you know, why the scene has changed so much, you know. We got to talk about that shit.
Yeah. So just we get into it real quick. Let's kind of talk about the beginning of Tension Speak. You know, how it started. You know, like you said, you were the founding member.
Mm-hmm.
So just you want to just give us a little brief history?
I don't know if y'all know, but I was in the Marines till about 2002. But right around 2000, my brother Randy Martinez, the drummer, still the best drummer in San Antonio. Him and I were talking about forming a band once I got out of the military and once he graduated college, because he was up at Texas State at the time. And yeah, we would talk on the phone, and he'd be sending me clips or ideas of like Seven Dust and Machine Head. You know, we both like the same kind of music. And once I got out, moved back here to San Antonio, we started just trying to find different places to jam, and he didn't have a drum set, so I had to finance that piece.
Well,
but it was cool, man. I mean, we were just looking around, and he actually took me to my first show here in San Antonio, at a place called the White Rabbit.
Wow, yeah.
And that was back in the day. And I still remember the bands I saw. It was Drip and Down Satellite.
And they were touring bands, or they were actual?
They were local San Antonio
Oh, okay,
bands.
cool. Yeah.
And watching them, I'm like, I know we can do this shit. I know this. I mean, they sound good, but I know we can do better.
Yeah, yeah.
And at that White Rabbit show is where I picked up my first copy of the Edge magazine.
Oh, I do. I remember that.
You remember the Edge?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Shout out to Tony Torres and Steve Freeman, I believe, who were making that. That was just a local rag newspaper.
Yeah,
You know?
it's like the zines what the punk rockers used to do.
For sure, man.
The punk rock zines, all that.
And I remember seeing an ad. It said, looking to form a hard rock band. And that caught my eye because I didn't want to play heavy metal and I didn't want to play punk. And so he said hard rock. I'm like, cool. Seven Dust is hard rock. Let's see what happens. So answered the ad, and that's where I first met Ray Reyes. His nickname is Razor now. Shout out to Ray. Went and jammed at his house, and he had a bass player there. And like in the first 2 hours, we wrote like 2 songs that would soon become like Tension Speak staples. And they would bring in some drummers, but I told him one day, hey man, my brother's coming this weekend down from San Marcos. I'll bring him. He's a drummer. Man, Randy showed up in like 10 minutes. He heard the song that we were working on. And we tell him, go ahead and jump on this little ragtag drum. This is a piece of shit drum set, dude. It had like one punk ass snare, one little tom, 2 shitty ass cymbals. Man, I'll never forget it, dude. We played that damn song, and Randy tore that motherfucker up on that little bitch ass drum set.
Yeah.
And I remember me, Ray, Jesse, the bass player, were all looking at each other, and Ray's like, yeah, he's in. Cool. And that's how it started, man. That's how the original Tension Speak started. Pretty crazy.
Oh, nice.
Pretty funny story, man. It's all just right places at the right time with the right people, man. And that was like the fall of 2003, bro. Many, many moons ago.
And were y'all already like jamming when y'all were kids? Where, I mean, how did that end up being like?
Yeah, I played violin in 5th grade, trumpet from 6th grade all through high school. And then, I don't know if y'all know this, but I was in a Marine band for 12 years. Trumpet and guitar, yeah. That's how, I've been playing music since I was 10 years old, bro. Wow. 11 years old, bro. Traveled the world in a Marine band, all over the place, just playing trumpet and guitar, dog. That's where it all came from. It all came from that. I literally made a living and took care of my family for 12 years, dude, playing trumpet in the Marine band.
And how did the guitar come in then?
I started listening to Creed and Mark Tremonti.
Hey.
And I bought my first PRS guitar in '98. And that's how I basically learned how to play guitar. I'm not like Leo. Leo's an actual professional, classically trained guitarist.
So Leo joins around what time? So the band's already going? Y'all have done demos already? And
as always, y'all have been in bands too. There was some internal strife going on. So Ray left the band. And so we were looking for a guitar player. And we find it. I don't know how we found you. How did we find you? Did you answer an ad, or what do we do?
Yeah, with that, the way I found Ray was actually, we first met over the phone. We didn't even meet in person. So I had my first band, Eradicator, formed that band when I was 13, started really young. So when I first started playing guitar, 6 months later after I started playing guitar, I started my first band. So I learned really quick because I just wanted it, the desire. So it just drove me to just get better in a short period of time.
Yeah.
So anyway, fast forward, how I met Ray was, how was it? With the, I have to think, sorry, some of these memories are fucking fading. So coming with age.
Or they start running together.
Yeah, exactly. Battle of the Bands. Yeah, we entered the Battle of the Bands, my band Eradicator, and we obviously we didn't place. We didn't. There were other bands that were better than us, obviously. So the band I was in, we were okay. I was never satisfied with the members that we had. We didn't have a strong singer. So, but it was a band, and nonetheless, it's slim pickings out there when it comes to singers. It's especially a singer. You could probably find decent guitar players, bass players, and drummers for sure. But dude, to find a quality singer, dude, that is hard. That's like the missing link from a lot of bands that can make or break you as a band. So yeah, it's hard. So from there, we played the White Rabbit. So got a show at the White Rabbit, and I was setting up my gear, and they were actually playing the Tension Speak demo. It's like, oh, dude, that fucking demo is fucking rocks. It's like, who the fuck is that? So anyway, we do our show. And there's nobody. It's a Thursday night. We go on at fucking 12. There's nobody in the fucking crowd.
Yeah.
So just like you guys, when y'all when y'all played the White Rabbit. So it's playing your dues, man.
Yeah. No. Our thing was always like, hey, we're playing last. We're the headliner, man.
Right?
Like how cool is that? Until we figured out it's like they don't. That's not the headlining time on a local show, man. Well, I'm sorry, Leo. Keep on going.
Yeah, and from there, I rushed to put up my stuff, and I went up to the sound guys, like, hey, who was that band you were playing when we were setting up? I was like, oh, that's Tension Speak. Oh, yeah, cool. So I walked away. And of course, that's way before Spotify, way before streaming. Mm-hmm. So then I walked back to him, and I go, is that a signed act? Can I pick up their CD at, like, Hastings or something? He's like, no, man, they're local. I'm like, no shit, they're a local band? Like, yeah. I was like, God damn it. Okay. Let me look these guys up because these guys are legit. They're going somewhere. They have a great sound. So I was a fan first. I wasn't looking to like join their band or anything. Yeah. So go on the internet and didn't find anything. It's like, damn, there's really nothing on the internet. But this one headline came up with the same Battle of the Bands we played. And it mentioned Tension Speak playing the San Antonio Battle of the Bands. So I was like, okay. I know the actual promoter for this Battle of the Bands. Let me call her. So I called her directly. I go, hey, do you know Tension Speak? Oh, go, yeah. Their band, they just won their, Battle of the Bands. It's like the contact info I have is Ray Martinez. Would you like his number? I go, fuck yeah, give me his number. So that day, called Ray, and he was at work. So I think you were, what, a administrator?
Yeah, I was probably
administrative assistant.
Yeah, I think I was working at
dentist,
Goodwill.
Right?
With Goodwill, no.
No.
I was at Goodwill, I think, when the first time I talked to you.
Yeah. So I called him during the afternoon. He answered. Dude, we stayed on the phone for an hour, and he was at work. Yeah.
Showed you how much of a good employee I was. Like, the hell with work. Let's talk about music and guitars.
Yeah, exactly. So, told him the whole story. He was like, oh, fuck yeah. It's like, that's cool. And I told him I was a fan. That the demo just blew me away. You guys have a good singer, good quality demo. And hey, when are y'all playing next? So he told me, and then from there we just talked about guitars, just talked about amplifiers, talked about Mesa Boogies. Okay. That was the key right there.
Connection, just connected.
Exactly, just talking about bands, influences. We got on the subject of Joe Satriani, and that definitely connected us. That virtuoso guitar playing, and he was like, well, shit, man. This is where we're playing at next. So I think it was White Rabbit they were playing at. So I went, and it was a Friday or Saturday night, and it was packed. And they were the headliners, and it was packed, and that's the way you do it. So I was impressed. I was like, God damn, this band has a fucking following. I was like, they're doing it right. So, and then Ray comes up to me after the show, gives me a free T-shirt for coming out. So I'm like, dude, that's fucking awesome, man. A free T-shirt. He's just showing his love and showing his appreciation that I came out from San Marcos all the way to San Antonio to just give my support. Just support the scene. I've always supported live music, and I've always supported local music for sure. Always will. So I have my ear to the local scene. Not much anymore. Doing my own thing, but definitely back then. But even to this day, I'm still curious as who's out there, who's playing, and I'd love to get back into the scene as far as, who's up and coming, and who's making waves, But yeah, that's kind of a short little history of Tension Speak.
Tension Speak, yeah.
Before I joined.
And like I said earlier, man, it's all about the right timing in front of the right people at the right places.
Yeah.
And right around that time that him and I met, we were having the internal struggles in the band,
So at this time, is Johnny in the band already, or is it?
Yeah, Johnny was in the band already. Yeah, the original singer of Tension Speak. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That guy. Yeah.
Johnny, original.
Yeah,
singer.
He's original singer, man.
Yeah.
Him too. After, Randy joined, and then the next one was Johnny.
Johnny. Okay.
And same thing. We found him in the Edge magazine, dog.
All right.
And
Johnny's already here. Or he's in Lubbock still.
No, he hadn't moved yet.
Oh, okay.
He hadn't moved from Lubbock at the time. He was still living in Lubbock. He had just gotten married. And he said the only way I'll move to San Antonio is if I find a real band with real musicians. And he heard Randy play. He heard the songs we were doing. He's like, all right, I'm moving down next week. That fool moved his entire family
down
from Lubbock to San Antonio to be with Tension Speak.
Wow.
Yeah. So shout out to Johnny Rodriguez. He's up in Lubbock right now. But yeah, man, been friends with him forever. But yeah, so we lost a guitar player, and I asked Leo, hey man, you want to jam or what? And we did it right because I wanted him in the band because I had seen him play already, right? And we needed a solo player. Texas Peak hadn't had that. Ray and I were just rhythm players.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I know if we get somebody who can solo, it'll just put us over the top. And so what do? I literally recorded stuff on my phone, me playing the songs, and I would send it to him. I would email him these videos of how to play the songs to get them ready for the audition.
Yeah, I had a heads up. I had help.
Yeah, so we show up. We're jamming at Jesse's house, Jesse's garage at this time, the bass player. And Leo shows up and just shreds it. And we're like, all right. He looks like a nerd, but he can be in the band. And that was it,
got
man.
off a word. Come on.
Yeah, and that was it, dude. It just took us over the top, that one little piece. You know what I mean?
So you had to go outside and be like, okay, tell everybody else to go home. We found our guy.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I remember there were two other guys there, and they had the rocker look down, and I got shit when I went in there because I looked proper. You know, I didn't look rocked out like
He literally looked like 14-year-old boy. But see, that's the thing, dude. You never know.
Yeah.
This dude busted out his guitar and shreds it, just rips it, and we all know, like you know when you find that one piece, you know we got to have this fucker.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what it was with him, and perfect timing too. We were just about to go on a tour to California. We had hooked up with a California tour with.
So
this other
how
band
does that
called
come to
Rev.
be? Who do you hook up with or to get out?
So there's a band called Rev, this group of guys from San Diego. They were touring like through the Southwest. And I don't remember where I saw them, man, but blew our mind, dude. They were playing the same kind of music that we were. And we just became friends on MySpace and shit. And
I remember MySpace.
Phone calls and stuff like that. And they said, hey, man, if y'all want to plan a tour, we want to go back over there. We'll bring y'all to San Diego. I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it. And this guy joined the band just in time to go with us, dog.
Nice. Like a week or two.
Yeah, we were in a passenger van with no seats. We're on the metal floor with just our blankets and pillows.
Yep.
We had my mom had made us bologna and cheese sandwiches, dog, with the first time I ever had energy drinks. I don't even remember the name of the energy drinks. Do you remember?
Red Bull?
It was Red Bull. I think it was Uncle Willie's Energy or something like that. It's some cheap ass.
Aaron, give that guy a call. We might need a
right?
sponsor. Uncle Willie's. Keep that in mind.
But that
it's paying your dues again. Paying your dues when you're a young band and you look back at those memories. You know, it was a struggle and it sucked. But when you look back at those memories, some of those memories are just the best time of your life. You hate going through them, of course, but you look back, you're like, dude, that was fun.
Yeah.
And you take it for granted. You know.
And the story of that whole tour and the different places we played, the people we met. The stupid shit we did going and coming, that could be a whole other show.
We met Scott Ian when we were there, and because we did, what did we do? Sunset Strip. The Roxy.
Yeah.
We played the
we
Roxy.
Played at the Roxy.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, we ran into Scott Ian of Anthrax, tried to sell him a ticket, but he said he was on the guest list. So. Remember that, bro?
Look at this, man.
Is that you want a ticket to our show? I was like, I'm on the guest list, man. I'm good. But thanks, man.
But just things like that, dude. Right timing at the right place, dude.
Ed Sloan from Crossfade was there.
We met.
Checked us out. He was in the crowd and checked us out.
Wow. And we got to hang out with him in his tour bus, dog. First time ever I've been in a tour bus. I'm like, this is how you do it. And of course, you go into the tour bus, there's like 10, 12 bitches in there. I'm like, of course there is, dog.
Rockers.
Yeah, no
rock
shit,
stars.
man.
So how many shows did y'all play out there?
We did 5.
5?
We did 5 shows. And of course, Roxy was the biggest one, but we went to a bar in San Diego. It was only like maybe 12 people there, standard. You know what I mean? Same shit.
That was
San
a good show,
Antonio,
though. I remember that show. And Rev did a great job, too.
But see, that's the thing. It's like we were going to go on the tour, but I'm not going to go over there and just play shitty. Like, you know, and I think that's where the whole drive to be really, really good came along, to where I'm not going to be on stage and like just, especially traveling, going through all that trouble, traveling way in the hell over there just to play shitty. I'm like, no, we got to be good. We have to represent ourselves. Because not only representing ourselves, we're representing Texas. This is the Texas metal scene, bro, you know? When it was a real scene, unlike today, but we can talk about that bullshit later.
This thing's happening. It's just, I think we've just kind of gotten away from it, and we've been away from it for so long. And that was kind of like the reason why me and Aaron had talked about doing this, was bringing back all the people we knew and how fun it was for us. But there's always been great local bands here, great musicians, everything. And like I said, I think when we stopped in 2012, you know, having been a part of it for so long, and I think it was more too with our kids starting to jam and doing shows. I was like, well, started looking up a bunch of different shit on social media, and seeing all these cool bands, and I was like, damn, we used to be out there every weekend, you know,
every weekend.
So
hustling and bustling, playing.
You're exactly right, man, because we started in 2003 and our last show was 2013.
2013.
So we had a solid 10-year run, but the reason we stopped was because two of us had babies. One of us had gotten married.
Yeah.
One of us got promoted at work. Me, myself, I wanted to go back to school because, you know, I was working all these little shitty jobs and not making hardly anything. And I'm like, dude, the only way I know...
for the music, exactly.
Yeah, the only way I know how to make money is what my mom always told me, you need to get your ass to school. So I committed myself to getting a master's degree and shit like that. So
hell yeah, man.
it was just done. You know, it was at the end of that time. You know what it is.
Yeah, family happens, and
that's why I stepped away. I stepped away in 2010 because of my family, because of the two kids I had. And you know, when you're in a band, you're away every single weekend. You're at bars. And you're just around that all the time. And that's the part that got old, just being around, you know, drinking all the time. And dude, it's fun and all. Yeah. But when you're really not going anywhere and you start just seeing, it's like, dude, this is not.
And when you have to force people to practice and force people to care, then it's too much.
When it's not fun anymore.
Yeah, I think
and you're arguing more, then there's more tension, more drama, then it's time to step away or just look for something that's going to be more fulfilling.
Yeah. A lot of reasons why we did it was because we didn't want to work. You know, we didn't want to have this real job, and we wanted to do something that we loved. I was going to ask, like, at that time, too, did y'all ever, like, consider getting a manager or any, like, trying to... I don't know. I'm just, you know, because it goes through that, like, being around for so long.
We did have a manager, when I joined the band. Fred, right?
Yeah, his name was Fred. I don't remember his last name, but he was quasi-manager. He would just help us with certain things. He knew a lot of people in the bar scene.
Okay.
You know, not really music scene, but it was more like bar stuff. But it's just, you know, that he was just around because Reyes and Jesse were in the band.
Oh, all right.
But once they left, you know, he tried to get us some stuff. But then I became the guitar player and the manager, and shit ran through me because I had the vision and I knew we were good and I knew we had the following, we had put the work in. So I just continued it. Like, you know, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We're only going to play here. We're not going to sell tickets. That's another thing I didn't do. I'm not going to pay to play.
I kind of hated that, having to sell tickets and shit like that.
That was a challenge.
Yeah.
Definitely a big challenge.
And I think that's where the reputation came because we did have a few haters, like other bands, because we didn't kiss ass and we got everything we wanted anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
certain bands didn't want to play with us. I won't name names, but it's just part of the scene, too.
Yeah.
You're going to have haters. And it's unfortunate because with music, I never looked at music as competition. A lot of shows, and it's cool. A lot of it's just for views and stuff. But to me, I just never, to this day, I don't look at music as competition. It's like,
that's what always kind of bothered me with Battle of the Bands.
You can be better than somebody else. I get that. If you want to be seen, you do Battle of the Bands. That's the only reason why we did Battle of the Bands, because it's an opportunity. But the whole concept behind it, of course, I have my own opinions about what I think about Battle of the Bands, but if you want to be seen, then you do it, right? And you just have to swallow your pride and just do it. Swallow that opinion and just, hey, this is going to get you on the scene. This is going to get you seen, especially playing with other bands that are better, that you know they're better. But again, you see the opportunities like, hey, that band's going to bring in 100, 200 people. And if we play, they're going to hear us.
Yeah.
So then that's a great way to promote yourself. Even if you lose, you still win. So,
I get it. It was just like my point of it is someone there judging which band is better, and like to me, that's what I always said too. Is like it's what people, it's their taste, it's what they like, and it's hard for somebody to decide that band is better than the other band.
Exactly.
Like,
and it's funny you mentioned that because we did the very last Battle of the Bands we did was a competition to see who was going to play at Oyster Bake.
Oh, okay.
And y'all remember Clicks?
Yeah.
Live music over there on 410 and Ever?
Yeah.
It was held there.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was held there, and the judges were from Bud Light, who were sponsoring the event. And so we're there playing music, our music, and we learned a couple covers to, you know, kind of show off. Hey, we can play at Oyster Bake. But I was drinking Dos Equis. Another guy was drinking some other kind of beer. But the band that won we noticed that they were all drinking Bud Light and made it a point to show Bud Light and shit. And so when they announced them at the winner, I was like, man, fuck y'all, dog. I ain't ever doing a band of bands again.
Yeah.
Because it's all
rigged.
it is. It's a
rigged.
popularity contest. And I guess they did it the right way, but no, it's about the music, and I know we kicked that ass.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the thing about us and Tension Speak. We didn't have ego. We just knew we were good.
Yeah.
So we had the right players at the right time.
It's confidence, and that's what happens when you do have confidence. I've always had confidence as a guitar player, and I always carried myself with that confidence. But it does come with a price, because people that don't know you are going to think you're arrogant, and you're not approachable. But it's cool when they actually come up to you, have the guts to come up to you and just talk to you, strike a conversation, and then they always say the same things like, "Man, I thought you were an asshole, but you're pretty cool."
It's the story of my life, bro.
I was like, "Oh, thanks. I don't know how to take that. Is that a compliment, or is that?"
That's the thing in real life too. It's like, you're gonna have haters, but ain't nobody gonna come up and tell me to my face that Tension Speak was shit, or Tension Speak they didn't like this. They ain't gonna tell me to my face.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I remember too. Was you guys when we started out playing, and y'all came and talked to us, and we were like, man, these guys want to talk to us, they want to live with us. I like, and it was cool because we were so used to, like you were saying, bands trying to always be in competition, and are always like,
especially back then, it was big, man. It was huge.
And it wasn't until like we started playing with you guys and our other friends, Remember This, that it started turning into this cool little thing to where people were, okay, hey, we got a show, y'all want to come play? Hey, we got a show, y'all come and play. And everybody was kind of looking out for each other, and it was cool. So it was this big.
Certain bands would just have these cliques, and only again, I'm not going to name bands. That's just the way I am.
Yeah,
so
right.
I
mean,
it's just
it's about San Antonio bands.
But I remember there was this one band that I was trying to get on, on the bill with. Called them up, talked to the actual guitar player, singer, and he asked about us, and he goes, "Oh, well, nah." I could tell by the tone of his voice, just saying that he didn't really want to play with us, but he was trying to just be polite and just turn us down because he just didn't like our music. He didn't like our band. And it's like, dude, I don't care if we don't like each other. Let's get on the same bill. We can bring the fans. I know you have a following. That's why I called you. I've seen you guys. You guys do promoting. You do flyers. You do it right. You bring a following. It's like, we can bring our following. We can do this together.
We can pack these places
together. He said no. And I'm like, okay.
A lot of it had to do with intimidation too, because every time we would go on, y'all remember, man, we tore that motherfucker up, bro. And we left them bleeding and damaged forever, bro.
That's what I say. I remember when we would do shows together, like, that was the reason why I remember you told us, like, it's cool. We sound different, but we're kind of the same, but we're different, and we can bring our different crowds in.
Exactly.
And it was cool. We turned everybody onto our bands, and like you said, that was the point of doing it. I mean,
exactly.
If you don't like my guitar, or you don't like that I'm playing a Fender Stratocaster, like, come on,
And I guess
if you would always give me shit about that, playing like metal and you're playing a Stratocaster, I'm like,
who cares, bro? Yeah, I get it.
And I'm playing through a crate. What?
So
And I call it game recognizes game. That's why the first time I heard y'all play, I told this guy, I'm like, y'all need to come over here and listen to them. You see? They sound like they practice. They know everybody knows what they're doing. Everybody knows when to start. Everybody knows when they stop.
Yeah, we were just talking about practice, man. Come on.
Practice. Talking about practice.
And I think I just went up to them and y'all sound good as hell, dog.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when I asked you about that song. Like, what's the name of that one song?
Oh, the shower song. No.
The shower song, yeah. That damn song, dude, on the radio. That's been my favorite jam from y'all forever, bro.
Oh, thank you.
And then when I talked to Aaron a couple days ago, I thought, what's the name of that song? He told me.
Yeah.
I looked that shit up on YouTube. I was jamming that shit for like 15, 20 minutes. And yes, I took a shower while I was listening to it. So yes,
there it is.
I was listening to Until We Erase Butt Naked. Put it out there. I don't give a damn. I'm a grown man, dog. And they were washing my butt crack on the radio. I don't give a damn.
So to get back to Tension Speak, so after Leo and Johnny kind of part ways with him, y'all keep going. So who's the new members that come in and
the replacements?
Well,
man, dude, it's been so long and so many, man. We had this one kid, Jimmy, who was a super shredder.
Yeah,
he put us over the top too, but the issue with that was that we weren't as good musicians and instrumentalists as he was. So you could tell like it was he learned the music quick and he would just shred like all over the place, but it just wasn't a fit because he wanted to like play more advanced stuff and we weren't good enough for that.
Yeah.
And I'm the kind of dude I'm gonna be honest, like I can't hang with you, Jimmy. I'm a rhythm player, self-taught, dude. I haven't had 24 years of lessons like you, you know. So, and he got a good job and he left. And our buddy Dan, he came in. I stole him from another band, Drowning Mona.
Oh yeah, I remember that band. Yeah.
I stole him from them because, yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, Dan, you need to be in this band, bro.
And guitar player or
guitar player.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause it was the girl singer, right?
Yeah.
I remember. I think we played with them, right? Once. Yeah.
I told him you need to take off the hairspray, the mascara, and the black fingernails, and come wear jeans and t-shirts with us, bro. It's a better fit for you.
And combat boots.
And combat boots.
Oh man.
But we had singers. We had Mike Dahl. Shout out to him wherever he is. He was a good singer. He was with us for like a year or two. And just another guy, what's his damn name? Jay from Prophet Within. He sang with us for a little while. Shout out to him. But yeah, man, that was a running joke for like the last 5 years of Tension Speak. The joke was you couldn't be in any other band in San Antonio unless you were in Tension Speak first. We had like a rotating door in our band. I was like, you next? All right, come play. Learn these songs. Just learn these 7 songs. This is our set. Good? All right, you're done. Next. But the one constant, man, was just the three of us. It was me, Dan, Baird, and Randy, my brother, man. And it was us three for like the last 6-7 years, bro. And even we had, y'all remember Bobby Mercier? He recorded.
Meek.
He was with Meek.
Oh yeah.
And he was with Looney Bin Studios.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, I do remember that.
He played bass with us. He recorded all of our demos, all of our CDs. We also had Chris Cabell and Fred Silva from they were in Medicine Tongue.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do remember. Yeah, I do remember Fred. Yes.
And then they formed another band called Sixer.
Yeah, we jammed with them a couple of times. Yeah.
And now them two dudes, man, I went ghetto on them. I'm like, dog, whenever y'all are done with Sixer, please come jam with us.
Yeah.
I'll suck your motherfucking dick. I wanted them boys bad, and it was a dual package.
Yeah.
Like one wouldn't join without the other. And Chris being the guitar player, I talked to him a lot, and he finally said, "All right, man, I talked to Fred, we're in." And again, no disrespect to anybody else who's ever been in Tension Speak.
Yeah.
But me, Dan on bass, Randy on drums, Chris Cabell on guitar, and Fred Silva vocals. That was the best version of Tension Speak that ever fucking lived. And that's the motherfucking truth, dog. And then I think the best singer we ever had was Nick Norris.
Nick Norris?
My favorite song we ever wrote was called Shatter. And it was actually Leo's riff that we took Leo's riff when he was in the band. And, obviously when people leave, music stays because I said so. You know what I mean? And so
You wrote it with us. It stays with us.
yeah, it stays with us. And so Nick took that song, we turned it into this song called Shatter, and dude, that's my favorite Tension Speak song of all time, dude. And Nick was a fucking beast.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
Co-writer.
But not to bring the show down, that was another thing as far as the history of Tension Speak. We had 3 guys join us, and all 3 of those dudes have passed on. Unfortunately, Nick was killed in an incident with the sheriff about 2-3 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Fred passed away about 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, I remember about
And
Fred.
then Bobby passed away too. He was motorcycle accident, gone. So if the chance ever comes that I do a Tension Speak reunion, I'm gonna have to mention them 3 dudes because they're part of the history of Tension Speak, and they all played a very important role, So shout out to them.
Yeah,
I miss you guys.
I just saw recently y'all's video, Choke.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and Fred's in there,
Yeah,
right? Fred's he was the singer.
Fred and Chris. Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I went in there because I've lost all the CDs and all the shit that we've gotten over the years, but I was like, well, let me get on YouTube real quick and let me hear some of these songs again. And so an album came up on there.
Yeah.
I don't know what was it called on there.
It was It was Tension Speak. It was called 6-Year War.
6-Year War.
6-Year War.
Okay.
Yeah. And everybody thought, wow, that's a cool name. How'd you come up with it? I'm like, I saw it in a movie and I thought the name was cool. That didn't mean shit other than, wow, 6-Year War, that's good off the tongue. That sounds good. Let's call the album that.
You ever think about
Really?
putting it out like
I
on
always thought
Spotify?
it was because it was from material that we had written over those 6 years that we never released.
All right, let's go with that. That's a good story. That
That
sounds
was
better.
a struggle because we when Johnny and I were in the band, we were working on that album. That I think some of those songs made it to 6-Year War, but we were in the studio. But then we broke up. We never released that album, and that was the only album that I had worked on with the guys because I wasn't on their demo, and it took forever.
Yeah.
It always came down to money.
Yeah.
Back then, we didn't have Pro Tools. I mean, Pro Tools was out, but we didn't have the digital studios that you have now. You had to actually go into a studio, pay some really good money, a lot of money to get a good quality sound. So you have to spend money, and then the time everybody works, the schedules. So it's So that's what I always thought is like that's a great title, 6-Year War. I guess it wasn't about the struggle for releasing an album for 6 years.
Yeah.
And it's all being a victim of timing, man, because that was 10 years ago. And probably re-releasing that here with today's technology, it'd be way better. 'Cause, I mean, I listen to it now, bro, and I think you can find it on Spotify. We have like in 10 years.
Yeah. Oh, I jammed it on YouTube, so they brought it up, and I was like, well, let me jam to these songs real quick.
Yeah,
and,
on YouTube, I think one of our videos, we broke a record. We have 836 views, dog.
836
Watch out.
views. Yeah.
It's going viral.
Oh,
I know, right?
And I'll put it on my TikTok, bro. I have a video that got like 1,000 views.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
It's going viral at Rocky's Taco House.
So check it out. Aaron just gave me this right now, right? And so he says this is what Google describes Tension Speak. So Tension Speak as a hard-hitting hard rock metal band with a style of their own. Sometimes compared to Disturbed meets Seven Dust, fist-pumping, chord-crunching musicality to every song.
Cool, man.
That's perfect.
Is that would y'all agree
Where'd
with
y'all
that?
find that at?
That's
Y'all just did that right now?
Well, our producer,
nice.
give a shout out to Dirty Aaron over here.
What's up, dog?
Who's,
What's going
Big
on
A
there?
the guy behind the scenes here.
We hired him off of Craigslist.
Yeah, that's right. Or OfferUp, was it OfferUp?
Yeah, OfferUp.
So yeah, I guess he just looked this up, and I don't know. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, wholeheartedly, man. And that's surprising because
Absolutely.
I've never seen that. Thank you for pulling that up, bro. I've never seen that.
Well, that's one of the main reasons I joined the band because to me, that's what described what I heard. You know, that got my attention. You know, it's kind of like what's that movie? You had me at hello.
Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
But that's cool, man. I mean, that's an actual very accurate description of us. Disturbed meets Seven Dust. We like the big soaring choruses, and me as a guitar player, man, I'm that rhythm player. I like the riff. I'm all about the riff, bro. But to give a shout out to Randy, I've tried to jam in other bands with other drummers, and it's just not the same, bro. I've played with that fool, and y'all are brothers. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. We just know, like, you know, we don't even have to look at each other.
Yeah.
We just got that feeling in the band. But I tell you what, man, this right here, that description that you just read, that's not there without Randy and his drumming. Like the riff was there, but
Shout out to Randy.
yeah, and y'all need to get that motherfucker in there, dog.
Yeah, I
Talk
think
about
Aaron
this
tried,
shit.
right? He's trying. Aaron's getting these guys.
But Randy's drumming would just turn the music into something else. You know, Randy's drumming was Tension Speak. Tension Speak would be Tension Speak without Randy's drumming.
I wholeheartedly agree. I mean, the recordings, especially the demo that I heard, didn't do any justice to him. So when I jammed with him for the first time and then joining the band, I was like, dude, this is one of the best drummers I've ever played with. He hits the shit out of those drums, and he will abuse them. So he doesn't hold back, and I've always loved that. He's one of the best drummers to this day. I know he still has the talent if he wants it, if he wants to play again.
I remember freaked out one time that I think we were at one of the shows and he's drumming, and I noticed he has the mic.
Singing
the
backup.
headset mic.
Yeah, I was like,
he could
I
sing.
I never knew he was doing backups.
Yeah,
I was
he
like,
could scream.
I was
He
like,
was
what
doing the
is that?
screams.
It was like,
Yeah.
oh, shit,
He would help
Randy's doing
Johnny with the
backups.
screams in the
I was like,
background,
that's
man.
pretty cool. I was like,
He could
looks like-
scream, man. Definitely. He could hold it down.
One of the
for
biggest
sure.
shows we ever did was the 995 Kiss Tattoo Expo, where we played with Johnny Pool, and we went on right before Johnny Pool did, and you know Johnny Pool is waiting by the stage. You know they're getting their stuff together, and they're watching us play, and none of the band talked to any of us. But when Randy got off them drums, the drummer of Johnny Poe went up to him, like, gave him a high five. He's like, hey, man, that's good shit. And I'll be honest with you, I was jealous as hell. I'm like, hey, dog, I played good too, right? He's like, no, fuck, yeah, you're normal, bro.
There's a bunch of you out there, man. Yeah. That's kind of what I think. That's kind of how it was in our band too. Nobody would talk to us, but Chris would get off, our drummer, and was like, damn, that dude's good, man. I was like, yeah, it's because of him too. That's why we sound the way we sound.
I
So
know, it's crazy, man.
But we used to get that too.
Yeah, something about drummers, a good drummer,
Yeah.
right? Is that they keep that beat consistent, and it's just a certain pulse that they have in their blood that gets delivered to the music. So
yeah, I wish Randy would have stuck with it, man, because if he really would have applied himself, man, he'd be touring the world right now.
Nice.
I honestly believe he'd be in Slipknot, because that was one of his favorite bands at the time.
Oh, okay.
Randy would be in Slipknot right now.
Nice. We talk about that. Some influences, you want influences, bands that.
Oh man, where do I begin? People who, God, I can go on forever. I really love all types of music, all genres. I really do. I listen to hip hop, pop, classical, jazz, flamenco, rock, hard rock, definitely metal. That's what I started off with metal. So definitely Metallica. Joe Satriani is my best favorite guitar player. Polyphia, those guys, amazing guitar players. Yeah. Dallas, Texas. So America's band. Yeah. So, the list can just go on. I can go on and on, but I just love music in general. Yeah. So you should see my Spotify playlist. It's just it goes on forever. Yeah. So different genres. So it depends on, it's like everybody else. You have certain moods. Mm-hmm. You have certain playlists you're going to put on, certain, genres that resonate with you for that day. So whatever mood you're in, sometimes I want to listen to classical, something chill. Yeah. Sometimes I just want to listen to fucking full blast metal, So Seven Dust, Slipknot, El Nino. Yeah. So go old school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What about you, Ray?
Man, me, it's always been Metallica and Seven Dust, man.
Metallica and Seven Dust. The main bands, the two main bands.
The two main bands. The very first time I heard the Master of Puppets album, I was hooked. I think I was 12, 13, and that was it. I was a metalhead forever, bro. I had never heard anything like that before. And then listening to Orion, the instrumental on that album, dude, blew my mind, dog. Never since then. Then I got into Santana a lot. And then Creed came out. And I'm a big old Mark Tremonti. I'm a fanboy. Like, if I ever meet Mark Tremonti, I'm like, hi, Mark.
Well, they're,
I love you.
They're going back on reunion tour, right? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, they're doing Creed. They'll be here. I think they'll be here later this year. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go check them out, dog.
Fan of the first two albums.
Yeah,
the first two albums are really good.
And then I love their work on Alter Bridge.
Yeah. I just don't know how they started getting all this shit. Like a lot of people not liking them and dissing them. I don't know what made them not be cool anymore. Like what happened?
Like the next Nickelback, right? The same hate that
just
Nickelback gets, right?
Like what happened? Like this band used to be cool.
People are hating on Creed or Alter Bridge?
On Creed, like you never
on Creed.
Creed, like
I think it's because of Scott Stapp.
Yeah.
I think he's flaky, bro.
He went a little for a while, kind of.
It's cool. We'll see.
And then success too, right? If you're a successful rock band, just like Nickelback, then you're gonna get that hate. Yeah, it's just people.
Well, I hated on that one song with Arms Wide Open. I think that it's great music, but them lyrics absolutely suck.
Well, that was about his baby or something.
Yeah, it still sucks. Anyway.
Right, so I don't give a damn. Let's talk about some maybe local favorites. You like local bands and through your time going through. I don't just. Any bands that come through that y'all played with, that y'all enjoyed or
there's
liked?
There's one band called Until We Erase. They were badass.
Well, it wasn't a setup question, I was going to ask about...
Yeah, shout out to Until We Erase.
Obviously there was
But the stuff that Fred and Chris did in Medicine Tongue and in Sixer, that was pretty dope, bro. And Sixer was the first band I heard that actually take a popular radio hit and turn it into a metal song.
Was that Easy Lover?
Easy Lover, bro.
Yeah, man. It's,
first time I heard that blew my mind, dog. I was like, wow, they did that. And of course, we wanted to copy that shit, but we never picked a song. We did Bodies and Vanilla Ice, Ice Baby.
Oh shit! I remember hearing y'all cover that.
We did that like acoustic. This was like right in the middle,
oh,
and because Johnny could rap the whole fucking thing, bro. It was crazy. He knew every lyric, every word.
Nice.
But it was just we gravitated towards bands that we liked who did it right, you know. And that was another thing. I knew I could pick up on posers quick, bro. Like, oh man, that's a fake ass band, dog. That's bullshit. I don't listen to that.
That's bullshit.
But then I hear you guys. I hear Medicine Tongue. I hear Six. I mean, dude, it's just good, solid music that kept my ear interested. That's all it was. And then the personalities off the stage too, because that's important. Because I saw other local bands who, as soon as they got off the stage, they didn't talk to nobody unless you were in their little clique. I'm like, fuck y'all, dog. No, we ain't doing that shit. I don't kiss nobody's ass.
Yeah, we know, Ray.
One of the things that I didn't like about the scene was when bands didn't take the time to support other bands. You know, didn't stick around. They would pack up their equipment and leave. You know, I made it a point to always stick around and check out, every band. Because that was before Spotify, before YouTube. You're not going to find a lot of this music online. So back then, you either stay to listen to what's out there and what's coming out and what's going to be new and what they bring to the table, what they bring to the scene, or you're just going to be clueless. You're not going to know, and you're not going to be able to network and get in, the door to other venues. Because sometimes other venues won't let you in if you're not on a bill with other bands that they know and trust. So they're not going to put you on a Friday headline, Saturday headline. You have to come in with like maybe the Nancy Silva Project, or some other big names. So it's just I get it. A lot of it's business, but it's part. If you go about it the right way, networking and just supporting the scene, and just simply just stay after the show,
And that's where the big fight that you mentioned earlier about the 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock slot.
Oh yeah,
everybody thought the midnight slot was headlining because you were last. No, we all fought for the 11 o'clock because we knew after the 11 o'clock slot, everybody left. They were going to go to another bar or go party somewhere. Yeah, and that's where it was. We always argued with that shit. So yeah, exactly, the sweet spot. Yeah.
So what were some of the favorite venues here in San Antonio?
Bonds. Definitely Bonds. I like playing Bonds.
It was all right. I liked White Rabbit, but my favorite place was Clicks. Clicks, because it was wide open, and the sound man, Winston, the sound man, and he's doing sound at this new place, Fuel Bar. It used to be the old Tonic.
Oh yeah,
around
it used to be Jules also.
There you go.
Right?
There you go. Yeah. He's over there still doing sound, dog. Still looks the same.
Really?
Messy hair with glasses, dirty glasses. But even there, I mean that venue, it sounds good. It's a little too small for a nice rock show, but I mean they still got bands in there and people still showing up, dude. Yeah. Still showing up for the bands now, but a lot of it is just inundated with all these tribute bands. And one thing I miss is hearing good original music. Yeah. That is not here anymore. We need to change that.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. But it's too, we need to get out there too and go check out these bands and shit. But
yeah. And I get it. A lot of it is because they want to make money. And that's where you're going to make money is with cover bands. The money's there. Yeah. People come to check out, entertainment and songs that are already written, right? And not to come out and check out their original stuff, unfortunately.
Yeah, because nobody wants to pay a cover charge either. I always hated that shit too. Yeah. Cover charge to get in to see these local bands. Like, dude, pay the fucking bands. Just pay them. Yeah. You're already turning them off by having to pay a cover charge again. Fucking let's go somewhere else. And to pay for bands we don't know or.
I'm not gonna pay $10 to go see a tribute band. No.
That is.
I'm not gonna do that.
But I meant like in general, just when we would play, there was always a cover charge to get in.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was.
Yeah, they can make their money with the beer, right? Beer sells. Mm-hmm. They
pay the bands $100 and be done with it.
But I'll pay $10 to go see 4 original bands. I'll go do that because that'll keep me interested.
There you go. What I mean?
Exactly.
I don't want to hear Kryptonite by 3 Doors Down for the
or Santeria. No more Santeria. He said once he hears that, he's out the door.
Oh yeah, dude. I hear a cover man do Santeria, I'm out. I'm like, I'm not even gonna finish my.
So you don't like Sublime?
Yeah, so how about them Spurs? Fuck them Spurs. Fuck them Santeria and all that bullshit. I even had one band on Facebook. They were looking for players for a Pat Benatar tribute band. I know, bro. It's getting crazy, though. It's getting crazy. But I just miss the original shit, man. I miss the original bands. That's why I'm glad I hooked up with Leo, man, because, he has a good idea. I don't know if you want to promote that, but Want to write some songs with Leo, man?
There you go.
Yeah,
Should we talk about that?
Yeah, the idea is, well, it started with when I released on January 1st. I had a video that I used for my website of me playing Satch Boogie by Joe Satriani, and I never released it. It was just me to promote my website, put it on my website. So a year passes, like, you know what? It's a brand new year. I don't know. I just had these feelings of just to share it, on my Facebook. So I shared it, and it got 300 views within the first week. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, that's a lot of views in just 1 week. So, and then just getting a lot of DMs, people just giving me props, like, hey, awesome job, you're a badass guitar player. So yeah, so the idea came from posting that video and just getting a good reaction, positive reaction. And I love that, just the love, just being out of the scene for so long too. That affected me. It's like, I want to be around music, maybe not playing live, but if I can just reconnect with other musicians. And I've always I have a lot of musician friends from when I was in college as a music major. And then, of course, with just other bands that I've played with throughout the years. So I decided, it's like, you know what? Let me reach out to these musicians that are still playing to this day and being active, and let's do original music, not a cover. Let's do an actual original music where I collaborate with other artists, another guitar player, another singer. I have a couple trumpet players. Some of them are mariachi players, guitar players. So I'm excited about that, to make something very unique and very different. But the idea is definitely doing original stuff, because I can call everybody up and, hey, let's do a cover and let's put it up on YouTube, put it up on Facebook. Let's get some love, some Santeria.
Some Santeria. We should start a Sublime tribute band.
So the idea that got me excited was like, you know what? Let's do original. Let me songwrite. And I love songwriting. That's the thing about me. I just love sitting down and actually songwriting, and especially solos. I just love the solo. I can sit down and just make something up on the fly. So that's a project that I'm going to be coming out with this year. Really excited. So I'm going to be reaching out to, of course, Randy. If Randy's here right now. I haven't reached out to you yet, but you're definitely on the list. A long list of good musicians that I'd love to reconnect with. Johnny, I'd love to, make a song with him. Obviously, me and Ray are working on a song right now. And with you guys, too. I already wrote something. We talked about that.
Oh, okay.
I got one song idea that's right up y'all's alley. So, yeah.
Looking forward to that.
That's a great idea, man.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, just doing something different.
And this is, like you're saying, YouTube kind of show video of playing live, or
no? We actually we'll record it in the studio, and I want to do a little something different. I don't want to actually track it and then do a video later of me like playing along to what I just tracked, what I just made. I want to do it the hard way, and I know it's going to be a challenge, but I actually want to make the video while I am actually tracking it live in the studio.
Yeah.
I'm laying down the track live, but I'm going to have it recorded, and that will be my collaboration. And the same thing with the other musician. Have them come to my studio, we track them live, and I will record on camera them playing. So again, that is something nobody's doing.
Yeah, the process of building
the song. And it's the
up.
hard thing to do because you might sit there and have to do it 20 times before you get it right. So, but that's the challenge. But that's why I want to work with professional musicians that can come in and just do a great job.
That sounds cool,
and not freeze up and just enjoy the whole process, have fun, make music. That's what it's all about.
I'll pay $10 for that.
I'll buy that for $1.
Yeah, I ain't paying no cover. No more covers.
And I'm looking to jam like one more time with the band, though.
Yeah,
I want to get on stage one more time. And
reunion, Tend to Speak, or with a new band?
It's gonna be new band.
New band. All right.
Tend to Speak is hung up.
All right.
We'll put that off to the side.
2013, right? Was the last.
It was the last show.
Right.
Last show under the name Tend to Speak, but I still got a lot of original ideas, a lot of original music I want to bust out, and just one more time, just for more of like a deeply personal reason. My oldest daughter got to see me play.
Oh, okay.
But my youngest daughter, who's 12, she hasn't seen me play. Oh. So I would love just to have her be in the crowd one more time and just see Daddy rock out. You know what I mean? So she's a little music kid too. She plays violin in 7th grade. So yeah, she's all into music and stuff. So man, I would love to take her to, my band opening for Fit for a King or I don't know, some of these. I'm big into metalcore now,
Okay.
so I want to take her to like an actual metal show. You know what I mean? So that's that, and I still have it in me, man. I gotta play live one more time.
Doesn't go away, man. It doesn't go away.
Yeah.
And
It doesn't.
That's like the only thing I do miss. I don't miss the rehearsals. I don't miss the driving to shows out of town. I don't miss
Just
the
let me
late
show up and
nights
play.
and hanging out at bars until 3 a.m. No, it's like I don't miss that. The one thing I miss is just being on stage.
Yeah.
That's it. And the crowd roaring and just going nuts and just loving the music.
Yeah.
Loading gear from home, unloading it at the
Oh,
spot,
my God.
playing, loading gear back in the truck, driving home drunk, and
Yeah, when you're tired and
gotta
you just
unload at the house.
Unload.
you want to unload because you don't want to leave your gear in the car and
Yeah.
have it stolen.
Right.
Because back
Yeah, I
then,
don't-
I didn't live in a nice apartment. I lived in the shitty side of San Antonio, and I had one time I did have my car broken into, so that always stayed in the back of my mind. Every time I come home, I'd be dead tired. Yeah, a lot of times I'd be drunk. I did not want, and I lived upstairs, and I had the Mesa Boogie. And that, just the cabinet alone was like, what, 100 pounds, 150 pounds?
Man,
just the cabinet, and nobody there to help me. Just lifting it up the flight of stairs, and that sucked.
Then you live with a chick, so you're getting home at 3 a.m. and you can't wake her up, so you're trying to unload all quiet. You ever try to unload a whole bunch of gear quietly while you're buzzing?
Yeah,
It doesn't work.
That ain't happening. Shit's gonna fall. You're gonna break a lamp.
That shit ain't gonna work, bro.
I don't miss that part.
Exactly.
The setting up and breaking down. Fuck that shit.
But like you said, it never leaves.
Yeah, it does.
I gotta be on
Yeah.
stage one more time.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
then when I'm on
sir.
stage one more time, I'm gonna be like, I need to do it one more time.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man.
Because I know how it is, man. It never leaves, dude. I'm constantly thinking about it. I'm like, dude, I want to be in a band.
Yeah.
I want to jam one more time.
One more time.
And something I told Leo, and I'm sure I know a lot of people that get older in the scene will agree with me. Back in the day, I had all the music and all the players, but I didn't have no money. Now, money is no object, but now I can't find any players to make music with. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Just one time, dude.
Yeah.
Just give it all to me one time.
It's fucked up the way life just does that to you.
I
I
know.
remember that.
I'm like, now, dude, we could have merch for days.
Yep.
I set up a whole light show. I can get the sound man to come with us. I can record on the spot. I got merch, light, anything you want, dog.
I got
Money-
time.
Yeah,
got
money is
time
no
now.
object. But then now, shit, I got to recycle through people like Leo and shit.
Oh, man. When is that? Well, guys, this goes out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all being here, man. And
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you,
helping
man.
us out and
Appreciate
doing
it, bro.
this.
Anytime, man. I thought this was. I think what y'all have going right here is a great idea, man.
Thank
to
you, man,
reconnect with people from the scene from the day, man. And let me know whenever y'all release this stuff, dude. I'll jump on and subscribe. I ain't paying more than $10. I'll pay $9.99. That's about it.
We're probably starting back at $6.
I'm down with
Maybe
that.
$9.
I can afford that.
But yeah, man.
But I think it's a great idea, man. It's good to see you guys, man. I'm glad to see y'all are doing this for the music and for the right reasons, man. It's
really wanted to get back in touch with everybody and just see what they're up to.
Yeah, this is
I mean,
a
are you
great
still
idea.
part of the scene?
Yeah.
Are you still jamming? Because we can leave it. Ask one more question, and then I guess we can watch the Super Bowl, or
Yeah.
Hey, so
But so I'll leave it with this, right? And just gonna be one of the last questions that we're gonna talk about, or for people coming in. So you're gonna be stuck on an island, right, all by yourself, and you got 3 albums you can take with you. What are the 3 albums you take?
Oh, that's easy. That's Master of Puppets, Surfing with the Alien, and Passion and Warfare from Steve Vai.
Wow, really?
Interesting.
Wow.
Interesting.
That was good.
Yeah.
Didn't even have to think about it. He already knew it like right away.
Quality albums that will, they're classics. They'll stand the test of time.
There you go.
And those are those best albums from those artists. Those 3
Nice.
albums.
Well, some good choices. Wow. What about you, Ray?
Me is like from different eras. For sure, I agree with him, Master of Puppets, because that started everything. I gotta have Master of Puppets with me. And then I'm gonna do Carlos Santana's Supernatural, the one that won like 87 Grammys.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
love that
Full
album.
of
Nice.
collaborations. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And then now there's a band I'm jamming too they're from Germany. They're called Any Given Day. They're a metalcore band, and it's the kind of music that I love that I want to make now. It's heavy riff, he screams, but the chorus is just his vocals are just soaring, bro. It's like a heavy metal version of Seven Dust, But check them out, Any Given Day. And you can't miss him because the lead singer looks like a steroided bodybuilder, dog, with tats.
Nice.
You can't miss him, dog. And then he does interviews and he talks in German. Nicest guy ever, bro. But he's out there like, yeah, he's like Hulk Hogan, dog, for real. So yeah, it'd be Any Given Day, their album Savior, Carlos Santana, Supernatural, and Master of Puppets, dog. I'll be okay listening to that for the rest of my life.
You can't go wrong with Carlos. I mean, that's definitely a well-respected artist that's been around for decades and earns the respect. And that's what I love about longevity. That bands like a Metallica that are still around, you know, they get that respect. I think that's another reason why their fan base grows. A person like Carlos Santana, when you're in the industry for this many years, you earn that respect. It just because longevity. You're still here. You're still making music. You're still relevant, and people respect that, right? People, ZZ Top is still around. You know, even though they lost their bass player, you know, I think they're still going to do a tour.
Wow.
So you know, all these bands are still around that we grew up with. You know,
I've seen Santana 3 times. Once here in San Antonio, once in Vegas, and once in when I was in California, when I was stationed in California. And all 3 times, as soon as I hear his guitar, I start crying, bro.
Nice.
That's how deep it is for me. You know what I mean?
He is a bad motherfucker.
Yeah,
man, that dude. I mean,
is the iconic sound? Yeah.
Yeah, you know when it's Carlos Santana's guitar.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I love about that. You know
my
what
first thing from him is Europa.
Oh,
Hearing
yeah,
that
bro.
shit at quinceañeras or any
Earth's Cry, Heaven Smile.
yeah. So I have I think it's my dad's, found an old record, and should throw that shit on, man, and just that opening riff, like.
You have the album?
Yeah, I have the actual vinyl.
How much you want for that, dog?
I mean, it's a very popular album. You can probably find it anywhere.
Okay, good.
You know, so
my dad actually gave me a lot of his Carlos Santana albums. So I have old school vinyl, original from the '70s vinyl albums. Some of the Doors, CCR, a lot of classic albums that he handed down to me. So didn't want. Not a rocker anymore.
Not a rocker.
Hey, I'll take them off your hands.
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
Did y'all know that Carlos Santana scored the movie La Bamba?
Who's that? Aaron giving you some?
Aaron's giving me the side notes.
Over here, notes like.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. His name does come out on a music supervisor or something like that.
That I never knew. Wow.
Yeah.
But that was a great question you asked about what music you would take with you. But like because today. I don't listen to a lot of American music as far as American metal bands. My favorite one from America is Fit for a King, and they're from Tyler, Texas. If you haven't listened to them, god damn.
I looked them up.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Said it earlier. I was like, I don't know who that is. I was like, I thought he was making a joke, but I was like, oh, I don't know who
And
that
that
is.
lead singer, he's little and tiny, dude. He's probably like 5'5", 150 pounds. That boy has a set of lungs on his ass.
5'5". All right.
But like, yeah, like Any Given Day from Germany. I listen to them. There's another band I'm checking out called Caskets. They're from Australia. I listen to a lot of metal from Japan. These visual, I think they call it visual kai.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones with the hairspray, the eyeliner, the weird dress. They dress like princesses.
Shit, I haven't seen that.
But dude, this metalcore stuff that they're doing over there, amazing, dog. I jammed to that. There's this one called Loca. Another one called Dexcore, Dexcore. You have to look them dudes up, dog.
Dexcore?
Dexcore. Mm-hmm. Dude, some of the breakdowns and like the guitar riffs, I'm like, dude, they're doing cocaine over there in Japan, dog. Where in the hell did y'all come up with this? And like all of them, Leo, I'm telling you, all of them are like super shredders on guitar, dude. They have these heavy ass riffs and they throw down, bro.
Nice.
But see, what does that say about the scene, like in America as a whole? I don't listen to a lot of new American metal band. I don't hear anybody.
Yeah.
Seven Dust is my staple here for American bands, but that's about it, bro.
Yeah, I think
everything else I go to Europe.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them, I think they're just coming back, doing their reunions. Their 20-year anniversary album is is out now, so it's like, let's get back on tour, which is cool. I mean.
Dude, REO Speedwagon is going on another tour, and they've been doing this shit for like 40, 45 years.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know
Metallica just won
I got that
another
record
Grammy.
too. Yeah.
I don't know
Oh,
if y'all
shit, they
know
won
that.
them? They won them?
Yeah, they won.
Metallica won
album of
Best
the Year.
Metal Performance. Yeah.
No, yeah, you're my bad.
Best
not,
Metal
not
Performance.
album of the year. Best metal performance. Yeah, Robert Trujillo accepted the award. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, Lars and James, and they didn't show up when I fucked the Grammy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. Fuck the
Yeah,
Grammys,
they
man.
still remember what happened to them with Jethro
Jethro
Tull.
Tull.
and
Yeah, I
Warren.
was gonna say that shit. Jethro
Yeah.
Tull and all that.
I remember that. I
Yeah,
actually
like,
watched that live, and I was
Jethro
like,
Tull
"What's?"
beat their ass for
I still remember
best
that. That's
heavy metal.
ingrained in my memory.
best heavy metal album or some shit, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
best heavy metal performance, I think, is, and they lost to Jethro Tull and the flute,
The flute.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
the piccolo,
The piccolo.
whatever. It's like, really? Are you serious?
But I'm looking forward to y'all doing more of these shows, man, because
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool to get some of these guys in here.
Yeah,
and
man.
talk
So
about-
Aaron's been on it, hitting up people on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
anywhere that you can get in contact with him. Surprisingly, a lot of people are saying yes.
Really?
Yeah, that
That's
they'll come
good,
and
bro.
do it. Like,
Yeah.
we got a good response. I don't know, all SA local.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, of course, that's what it's gonna be, and it's the main
The scene, yeah.
about the SA
The
scene.
past and the present and the future. That's
Yeah.
exactly what you want to do, right?
Yeah, so it's like somebody from the past, somebody that's doing it right now, and then maybe
Yeah.
talking to the next
The
Leo
next
and Ray.
Yeah, the next generation.
The next
my-
15-year-old guy.
Ray has a daughter playing in orchestra. So do I. You guys have kids that are.
Yep.
Aaron, your kids are actually in a band right now.
Yeah.
So
That's cool, man.
yeah.
Yeah, I Am Jack. The
Yeah,
name
there
of their
you go,
band,
exactly.
I Am Jack.
Shout
Doing
out.
covers.
Mhm.
They're doing covers right now,
And
and
that's how you start.
So I'm
They're
just like,
just
I'm
starting.
kind of like, we're pushing them like maybe y'all should start writing some
Yeah.
originals, but you want to say something? Or go and say something.
They actually just released their first original song, so it's pretty cool.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Let me
I
know,
forgot
man. I'll go
was
check it out.
What was it called?
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Oh,
but yeah,
that's-
they do have a
That's
song.
a great title.
Yeah.
I do not remember.
Layla, right? Layla wrote the song. Yeah, so Aaron's
Nice.
daughter. Yeah.
On
And
bass. She
and
plays
Leo
bass.
brings up a good point, man. That's usually how you start off in the scene here. Is you start with cover bands.
Yeah.
Because Attention Speak wasn't my first band.
Oh, okay.
My
Here
first
we
band
go.
before that was I jammed with a band. It was a cover band. We're doing all cover band. They had
Sublime?
a female lead singer. No, it's not Sublime. But it was funny because it was a female lead singer,
Uh-huh.
and there was 4 dudes in the band plus her. So we called ourselves 8 Ball. Get it? Get it? Yeah.
Get it.
And we did all the female covers. We did the Pat Benatar, Blondie, Call Me. We did all that bullshit.
Nice.
And I was a big Disturbed fan at the time. I actually convinced her to do Prayer by Disturbed. And she threw that shit down, dog. Her name was Naomi, I think.
All right.
All right, shout out to Naomi. I don't know where you are, but
Shout out to 8 Ball.
yeah.
There you go. There you go. Send you love.
But that was a good time, man. But you hone your chops that way.
Yeah.
I knew how to set up gear
That's
for
right,
a
man.
stage and,
Mhm.
stage presence and all that stuff,
Mhm.
Because they would record us on VHS at the time, those VHS camcorders. And you watch yourself watch yourself back.
Uh-huh.
And I was always staring
Stiff.
down at my neck, not moving or anything, dog. And she would tell me, she's like, Ray, you need to move around. You need to look at the crowd.
Yeah,
I'm like,
don't be stiff. Yeah.
well, bitch, I'm trying to remember this stupid ass song you want me to learn. No.
Yeah, when I'm playing 30 songs in one night for 3 hours, it's like, I got to look at my guitar.
I'm like, I don't remember how to play Hit Me With Your Best Shot. Fuck this song. So that's what I'm saying. These are the kind of stories like people need to know. I mean,
Yeah.
this is how you grow. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
man.
I was even told later when Attention Speak was in its full force that I had one couple show up. There was a dude I worked with. He's like, dude, the only reason I don't like this kind of music, but the only reason I come show up is because to watch you, because you're all over the fucking stage. I'm like, I know. That's why my neck hurts afterwards. That's why I'm all sore for 3 days afterwards. That's why I can't move right now. Man, I get up in the morning, go to the bathroom, I get sore.
Yeah, it took me a little while to get the groove. Getting playing and for a while too. I had my little stone concert posters.
Yeah, it's a learning process.
and then after a while, you start moving around, start
Yeah.
jumping around, and
Mm-hmm. You get comfortable.
You get comfortable,
right?
yeah.
You find your comfort zone, and that's good.
And it's cool that y'all's kids are doing stuff like that because y'all can tell them what to do
Yeah,
and
they-
what not to do.
Yeah,
they don't want to
exactly.
listen anyways.
Yeah.
They're like,
They're gonna figure it
You,
out.
Yeah.
you shorten the learning curve. Shorten
Yeah.
that learning curve. Because we all, in this room, we learned the hard way.
Yeah.
We did it.
I know.
There wasn't YouTube. There wasn't books that we could read. There wasn't, the internet wasn't as big as it is now. So we couldn't jump on there as a resource.
And for you male guitar players out there, the 15, 16-year-olds, here's a lesson from Uncle Ray. Don't bring 4 different chicks to the same show, dog. That's bad news, bro. Don't do that. I had one in each corner of the White Rabbit, bro.
Yeah, and I saw that firsthand. I was like, Ray, what are you doing?
Don't do it. I'm like, I don't know, but I'm gonna get laid from somebody tonight.
Even I would tell him, dude, you're playing with fire. And he'd be like, you know who the fuck I am?
Like, well, hey, you increase your chances, dog. I'm getting laid by somebody tonight.
Your odds just went up, right?
So yeah, don't do that. It's a distraction too. Especially when one girl comes up and sends you a beer while you're on stage, and then 2 minutes later another girl sends you another beer, and so they start staring at each other, and I'm up there playing the song. I'm like, hey, look at me, bitch.
Even I would be on stage, and I knew already. I was like, yeah, she's here to see Ray. She's here to see Ray. She's here to see Ray. And, dude, they're all here. The White Rabbit. And I can see him in the crowd. Wow, that's trouble. But when I got off stage, I was just, where's my Cheetos? Let me like that Michael Jackson meme with the popcorn.
Yeah.
I tell one, hey, I'm parked in the back here. My keys, wait for me in the car.
This is going to end in disaster.
Have it running. Have it running, please.
I would tell the other one, wait for me at the front door. I'll tell the other one, go to the bathroom. It's over there. And then the fourth one be like, well, give me a beer over there. Oh no, I told one, meet me at the bar across the street. It was Papa Ray's across the street.
Oh,
the White Rabbit. You remember that?
Yeah, Papa Ray's, yeah.
Yeah, so 4 chicks in 4 different locations. It was hard, but you know what they say, dog. Pimping ain't easy. That was back when I didn't have no money. I was nobody. Now, shit. I tell all of them, look, all of y'all are here for the same reason. Y'all have to compete to get with me. It's different now. I got money now. Shit.
Money changes everything, man.
Don't get me started, dog. We start talking about that shit all day long. But anyway.
Yeah, the other aspect of playing live, right?
Yeah.
Playing in the band.
So just real quick, man, like we were talking about earlier, yeah, we thank y'all always for coming out, man. This has been a long time coming for this idea for the podcast. I just want to let everybody know that, man, people are reaching out to me and actually, you guys saying yes. I can go down the list. I'm actually making the list.
I've seen it.
Really glad that you guys came out for this. And Randy, I'm sorry, but he's coming though, guys. So y'all stay tuned for that, man. We got a lot of people coming from Remember This, Sentence.
Badass.
Sentence, yeah. Old school.
Dexter,
there you go, Dexter. Shout out, Dexter.
Yeah, so.
I think y'all need to get Chris from Sixer, man. Chris Cabell.
Yeah, so like that's one of the reasons too that we're talking, bringing everybody in so we can bring everybody together and network more, to reach out to more of the local scene, go back to where we used to be, and then see what we have to now, and then go into.
Let them tell their story, exactly.
Because we miss those stories, like you said. Like all this we love it.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
It was fun, man.
Yeah.
It was good memory jogging for me too, man. I haven't thought about some of this shit in years, bro. Like the tea story. Leo's told us a story earlier that we were all at Rocky's Tacos house after a show. By the way, Rocky's Taco House, you owe us $2,500 for plugging y'all right now.
We're coming for that
I'm a
money.
businessman, dog. I know how this shit works.
We're coming for that.
But yeah, Leo had tea spilled all over his back at Rocky's Taco. I forgot about that story, bro.
Yeah, unfortunately, that happened.
Forgot about a lot of shit. I remember I stopped drinking for a year while I was in Tension Speak. That was totally different too, bro.
Wow. Yeah.
Doing a whole show and partying after the show, not drinking. It completely changes your viewpoint, dude. Because I would see these fools get all drunk and shit. I'm like, damn, I act like that?
Yeah.
Y'all suck. I don't know why the hell I'm your friend. You fucking drunk bastard.
Oh, shit.
But then a year later, I was right there in the mix, dog.
I'm back in it, dog. Right back in it, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Aaron got me hooked, dog. I'm drinking a beer right now. I haven't drank for 18 hours.
So, Tony, you asked us what 3 albums we would take to an island. What would be your 3?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Gotta ask you a question.
All right. Well, let me see. I'd probably take with me Joy Division, Unknown Pleasures.
Wow.
Nice.
There
you go.
And probably probably Pearl Jam, Vitology.
Yes.
This is one of my
for
favorite
sure.
albums. And
Can't go wrong with Pro Jam.
yeah, but too gothy though. But my next one would probably be The Cure, Disintegration. what?
Wow, dude.
Can't
So
go wrong
yeah,
with
those
that
will
either.
probably be my
Yeah,
three
sure.
ones. So I'd probably be very depressed on the album. I mean, on the island, yeah. You know, listening to The Cure and Joy Division, but I mean, those would probably be the albums I would take.
Yeah, those are good albums.
Yeah, so-
Definitely, man.
It says a lot about you, musician, when you ask that question. I think it's a great question, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That should be an interview question for
Yeah.
whoever
Yeah.
you want to be in a band with.
Because obviously,
Oh, yeah. There
obviously
you go.
these albums that people are going to name mean something
Yeah.
to them as individuals, and that's what's influenced them as a musician, right?
Mhm.
And that's who's going to be on this podcast, nothing but musicians. So
Yeah.
it's very personal stuff, very personal.
So if I may, I have a question.
Sure.
What would be your dream gig if you could open up for anybody in the history of your music career? Obviously, a famous band. I have mine.
What would be yours?
Mine?
Yeah.
Metallica. I got to open up for Metallica, dog.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be the shit. Oh, and of course, Aaron is putting up a big old sign that says
Oh,
Deftones.
Aaron's would be
Of
Deftones.
course.
Seven Dust. No, Seven Dust doesn't make the cut.
No,
No.
you know why? Because I already did that.
True. Yeah, that's right. We did open up. For
Yeah,
Seven
we opened
Dust.
up
I
Seven
forgot
Dust
that.
at
Sunset Station.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, nice.
In the shadow of the Alamo Dome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that gig?
You? What would you?
That's a good one.
I already know who you would pick.
Joe Satriani.
Yeah, of
Joe
course.
Satriani.
Joe Satriani, my favorite guitar player.
You?
Yeah.
Might probably be Pearl Jam.
Pro Jam?
Nice.
Yeah, open over Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
It'd be, I don't know. I don't even think I'd be able to probably play the show once I saw Eddie Vedder or something.
Right.
Like,
You'd
you know,
be
like,
struck in awe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know.
I would. I mean, I'm going to tell you the truth. I mean, I've never met Joe, and I would love to one day. If I continue to increase, my skills and get better as a guitar player, which is still what I'm doing. I still continue to improve my craft, hone my skills, and contribute to music. And I would love to meet him one day.
That's why I have a lot of respect for Leo's because he's dedicated to his guitar playing and to his instrumentalism. He's still dedicated to being a better musician. Me, I just like collecting guitars and playing, but I don't want to sit for 4 hours and practice.
And I
don't
think
wanna
I
do
kind of feel the same way like Ray
Yeah.
went is to where I was like, I just want guitars now so I can just pick them up and play for a little bit. But sometimes I look at it and I'm like, fuck, I could pick it up, but then I gotta plug it in,
Yeah.
then I gotta turn on my computer, and then I'm like, oh.
But I love what you said the other day. Is like, I don't need to practice. I play punk.
yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that's a good
There
point.
you go. Yeah, it's like, why do I gotta practice 3 chords? I can do that already, man.
I don't even practice for 2 or 3
I don't
hours.
have to practice to turn on my distortion pedal and go.
Punk rock. You
I
want to
gotta
be a
practice
musician?
that
Do
for?
punk rock, bro. You'll be really good.
You need to play A Mixolydian over this chord. I'm like, no, you need to get on my nutsack.
He makes the Oh man.
I get it, man. But like I said, man, I respect people who put in the hours like that because I know I couldn't do that.
Oh yeah.
I want to be in a band though. I want to get on stage one more time.
Yeah.
I want to do that for sure one more time. Because then now I have a lot of pools where I can bring the whole bunch of people. I can bring 200 people to a show if I wanted to.
Nice.
Shout out to any good bands that are looking for a guitar player. Notice I said good.
Email.
And I ain't playing no punk ass covers either.
No more punks.
It's not too much to ask. I'll jam anywhere, man.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
so
let's
this
see.
is
Aaron's 3. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, you put the album. Oh, okay. So it was Deftones, White Pony, Pro Jam Versus, and Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power.
Ooh,
All right.
man.
Nice. Okay.
He went there.
Yeah.
Yeah. White
That-
Pony. Yeah.
Dude, that
Pantera. Yeah.
Digital
Tell me-
Bath.
tell me
Yeah.
that
Love that
Vulgar
song.
Display of Power album cover is not the best album cover.
It's up there.
Perfect description
Yeah.
It's up there.
of the album.
They paid somebody to get punched in the face for that.
Really? Is that
Yeah.
true?
That's true.
Damn, dog.
Yeah, the band got somebody random off the street and said, "Hey, if we we'll give you $5 for every punch, and it's going to be the album cover."
No.
And that's the
Sure,
album.
Look that up.
We'll have
That's
to
the
look it
album
up.
with This Love on it, right?
Yeah.
This love.
Dude, I still to this day that line.
I love that breakdown riff. Are you
No,
talking about the breakdown
the
riff?
lyrics. One of the lyrics in that song. I'd kill myself for you.
Oh,
I'd kill you for myself.
Yeah.
Man, you know how many times I've told that to a chick? Like, he must really love me. I'm like, yeah, bitch, I'm gonna kill you if you don't get your ass over here. But Phil said it better than me. I always throw the word bitch in there. My bad.
Following my punk roots, I have to go with fucking Hostile. That fucking song just kills, man. Like,
great song.
Yeah.
One of my favorites on there.
And they're from Texas, representing
Dallas
Texas.
or something like that,
Yeah,
right?
they're from
Somewhere
Dallas.
like
Exactly.
So y'all want to get together and go out to a venue one of these days? I haven't been to an actual show in a while.
Yeah, I think
Let's do it.
I think that was part of the thing too. Was I was talking to our guitar player Aaron, and he was like, "Dude, we got to go to Bonds just to go check it out. We haven't been there for so long." Like, well, maybe.
Wow, bro. Bonds, I don't even know.
Bonds is still going,
open?
man. They still got bands playing every weekend.
No shit.
Yeah, and so I mean, I see a lot of tribute bands there on their.
They still have the
on their
elevator for
flyers.
your equipment.
I think so. I mean, I think they're still playing up in that big ass
the
fucking
second
log
floor.
is still
Yeah,
in the
the
way of
second
the
floor.
stage and shit.
Yeah.
So it's not.
No,
Oh
they-
shit!
Wow, I always hated that.
I
Yeah,
honestly-
couldn't
I was
stand
always
it.
on the side where that
Yeah.
fucking log was out all the
I
time.
honestly don't remember the last time I've been to Bonds, though.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a cool night out, dude.
Check it out. Yeah,
I'll go check out Bonds.
Hell yeah.
I haven't been
Yeah.
there forever,
Yeah,
dude.
we should. And
And I'm gonna stand in front of the band and just be all hood, like, you ain't shit.
You know the fuck I am.
Yeah, y'all ain't shit.
I have 4 chicks at White Rabbit.
Hell
bro.
yeah, dog. I'm like, you're here with your wife. What kind of pussy ass shit is that? y'all ain't shit.
Oh, God, this guy. Wow.
But you just can't help it. But like, think about it. You know, all the shit you went through is like we're old school. We're literally old school. We're the OGs.
Mm-hmm.
But see, that's how music scenes go. Because I've talked to people in San Diego, and even I have some buddies in New York who the same thing. Like the scene changes, and
Yeah.
like people forget who you are because
yeah.
you know you're not
Yeah,
on
time
stage
goes
anymore.
by. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
irrelevant. It happens.
Yeah, but we walk into Bonds, ain't nobody gonna know who the fuck we are.
Yeah.
I'm like, who are these old fuckers?
Fuck yeah.
I'm like, boy, you have no idea.
Yeah.
I fucked a bitch in that bathroom in the middle of a show. Y'all don't know nothing about that. And I didn't know her last name. What's up?
Why didn't they put that sign up there? 1 person at a time in the bathroom. That was me.
Yeah. But I think it'd be cool to show up, man. It's like, what's up, dog?
Yeah.
And, does it even look the same? I mean,
I don't know. Last time I was there was.
That's why we're going.
that's why we're going to Bonds. Let's go to Bonds, dog. I'll go check it out.
We got to find a show to see who's playing there. And
Oh, for sure. Yeah, pick some good bands. Yeah. Our producer over here.
producer.
And then we can go to Fuel. Fuel is a nice place, dude.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool there.
I forgot there used to be called Jules.
Yeah,
dog.
man, that was before.
Damn.
That's back to my high school days.
Yeah.
Well, after high school.
It was Jules and
Jules,
Tonic.
Yeah.
But they it's the same stage. But the what?
Club Crystal.
Oh,
yeah,
shit, dog. Y'all going back.
Man, Snickers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember seeing Testament there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, old school.
And what about Rock City? Was
Rock
it Rock
City?
City over there on Blanco?
Oh, Blanco,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Blanco?
Rock City.
That was a nice
Yeah.
place to play too,
That
dude.
place is a dealership now.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I remember Rock City. Yeah.
Rock City was
It was,
cool.
it was
Rock
with
City.
what was his name? Joseph. Joseph. I guess he was the promoter.
Promoter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to get us a lot of gigs.
Have y'all been to this new Tech Port Center?
No,
this new
I
venue?
haven't.
I haven't. You been there?
Rise Against did a badass fucking show.
And it's a nice venue, like a perfect venue for live music.
Oh shit.
And then like the CD.
Oh wow,
Nice.
no shit.
It's the one in the south side, right?
Over the
Port San
West
Antonio?
Side. Yeah, Port
36th Street, over there?
36.
Yeah.
West Side.
Yeah, I haven't been there yet, and I think Creed's gonna play there.
Really, they're gonna play there? That
Mm-hmm.
that's a small place.
Mm-hmm.
Really? I know Bad Religion and Social Distortion are coming there too. So,
Man,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
so yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
might be pretty
maybe-
good.
Good show.
Last
Yeah.
time I saw Alter Bridge was at Majestic Theater. That's a cool little venue to
Cool.
sit in, but it's small. It's small. But yeah, man, we need to go to a show, bro.
Yeah,
do it.
something.
So
yeah,
we got a date for Bonds, and we got a date for Fuel Bar.
Fuel Bar. All right.
Y'all can pick me up at 7.
Shit, I'm Ubering, bro. Like, I ain't driving nowhere. What do you think, guys? I think filled you up here long enough. Like I said, I really appreciate y'all coming and doing this for us.
Appreciate
and,
you inviting us.
I mean, Leo,
having us on the
Ray,
show.
awesome. Want to listen to Tension Speak? Get on YouTube. You can find that album on there.
Sure.
What was it called again? The
6 Year War.
6 Year War.
Yeah, just do the best thing you're gonna find is just do a search for Tension Speak and Choke, and that's the only video we ever did. Man, we paid $600 for that video, dog.
That was a good
Took
video.
3 months.
Yeah, nice.
Took 3 months. You see my? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Reverb Nation. But yeah, man, we only did.
Yeah, so check that out. So I think what we'll do too is when in the show here later we'll put a song on Tension Speak. We'll probably put Choke
Yeah,
to
put on
close out
Choke,
the
dog.
show.
That'd be
And
the best one. Yeah.
so, but
But I appreciate you guys having us, man.
Yeah,
Much
man.
luck to y'all. I know we're going to be hanging out at Bonds, and I'll take you to a tour of the 4 points. I call it the 4 points of the club. I'll put you up on game on how to get these chicks out there. Oh, no, my bad, y'all. Y'all are loyal. I'm only loyal on the weekend, but
yeah, that's right.
but yeah, man, much love to y'all, man. It's been a while since I've seen you guys.
Hell yeah,
This
man.
is cool to do, man. And whenever y'all release it or whatever, let me
Yeah.
know, man. I'll subscribe, and I'm not paying more than $10.
And of course, we want y'all to come back.
Oh, for
You
sure,
know,
man.
Absolutely.
I'd like to come back
again
with
and-
Randy.
Yeah, like you
Because
said,
me and
we
him, it's a
still,
whole different dynamic,
you know,
dog.
more the better. But like I said, we'll come back. Hopefully, next time we'll have shit a little bit more.
I thought this was great, dog. I like that it's not a professional studio.
Yeah, well, you know.
Because if it's like this, dude, this is laid back and cool,
There you
dog.
go. Yeah.
Exactly.
But-
It's a totally different vibe.
Because
It's a
we're
cool
not
vibe.
pros, dog.
Yeah,
We're from the
yeah,
same
yeah.
part of town.
Yeah,
We're-
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
make do with what you got. You know what I
that's
mean?
right.
So thank y'all, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to my side chick's house. See ya.
Thanks a lot, guys. See you soon.
Later.
Appreciate it, man.